Right. Now, I would like you to see that we are not going far. We are still in part of CAPS. It is the preparatory examination that all of you have done during the September exams, September 2014. And I'm going to take you straight to Section C. Section C. Right, let me just come there. Right. Now remember, in the beginning of this presentation, I say to you that the question paper in Section C requires from us to answer 2 from 4 essay type questions. If you read there, Section C, I will highlight it, and it says, answer 4 essay type questions are asked in this section. Answer only 2 of them. Let us read through it, and then we are going to use one of them. Remember what I have said. I have said that if you don't know the content of the topic, you are not going to score good marks. Because what we require from you in answering essay type questions is nothing but content, information. Now, very, very important is, I have said to you that most of these question paper, of these essay type questions, comes in a form of a little small scenario, and then outside that scenario is the instructions pertaining that specific scenario. Now, question 7 in September 2014 says to us that Mr. Khumalo has recently opened a retail furniture outlet where he has employed 20 full-time workers. He requires at least 8 skilled salespersons. However, only 3 of these workers employed are skilled salespersons. This is the scenario. It has nothing to do with the question as such. Now, here is the question. As the Human Resource Manager, advise Mr. Khumalo on the aims and benefits of the Skills Development Act, Act number 97 of 1988, and how it will impact on his business. Remember, I have talked about the word impact. Also refer to the establishment and the role of the SETA and the purpose of SAQA in the workplace. Now, very, very important is this question 7. If I read it, I'm a grade 12 learner, I read it, I will say that this comes from business environments. And I don't want at this moment to take a question from business environments. So let us then continue to the next questions. Question 8. Once again, look at the scenario. There's the scenario. Just follow my finger. There's the scenario. Let me read it. Tina and Louise has just started their own flower shop. They have no idea what insuring a shop is all about. At this point in time, they would like to promote or to provide them with the necessary information needed to understand insurance a bit better. This is the scenario. Discuss insurance in detail to enable the owners to insure the building, goods, their lives, and their workers with confidence. Include the following in your answer. 1. Explain the purpose and the basic forms of insurance. Differentiate between insurance and assurance. And very important, why do businesses and individuals need insurance for 40 marks? Now, once again, as a grade 12 learner, I planned not to answer questions from essay type questions from business environments as well as business ventures. So I will also not take question 8. Let us go and look. So There's 2 questions remains, and I must do 2. I don't want question 7 to answer question 7. I don't want to answer question 8. Let us look into what is question 9. If question 9 is about business roles, and I have studied business roles thoroughly, then I must answer that question. Aha! Look here, conflict. But now very important, this is the mistakes that we do. I thought, this is the mistake that we do. I just see conflict and I know it's from business roles, and then I start with my essay type questions without reading the question. Let us read until we understand. Conflict is a difference in opinion between individuals and groups. Conflict is not always detrimental. Differences can bring about new opportunities, challenges, and needed change. So, the word conflict there doesn't tell me anything about the question. It just highlighted me the scenario, that this scenario has to do with conflict. But now very important is I must now go and look into what the question says. It says, with reference to the above statement, discuss any 4 types of difficult people and mention ways in dealing with difficult people. Also highlight the application of workplace forums in resolving conflict. Right. So read the question. Conflict is a difference in opinion between individuals and groups. Conflict is not always detrimental. Differences can bring about new opportunities, challenges, and needed change. With reference to the above statement, discuss any 4 types of difficult people and mention ways of dealing with difficult people. Also highlight the application of workplace forums in resolving conflict. Now, very, very important, grade 12 is, I am going to take question 9 as one of my essay type questions. Step 1 was read the question until you understand it. Now, very important is, they also say to us that we must look and underline our essay type, or let me say our action verbs. They say here, with reference to the above statement, discuss. Is it okay? And mention. Also highlight the application. Also highlight the application of workplace forums in resolving conflict. Now, very, very important is, what must be discussed? We must discuss any 4 types of difficult people. Any 4 of difficult types of people. You've got it? And what must be mentioned? We must mention ways in dealing with this. And then, what must we highlight? We must highlight the application of what? In workplace forums in resolving conflict. Now, very, very important is, I have killed now 2 birds with 1 stone. I have identified the action verbs. I have also identified my headings. Because the headings will be, the headings will be types of difficult people, and the subheading under types of difficult people will be the types of these difficult people. In other words, the serious, people, the joker, the introvert, and so on. And then the other heading will be ways in dealing with difficult people. Ways in dealing with difficult people. This is my other heading. And then my third heading of this question will be application of workplace forums in resolving in conflict. In other words, now I've got a picture of my essay type question. I've got the introduction, we'll come to the introduction. And then next to the introduction, after I've done my introduction and described the facts there, then very important is my body. I wrote body, and I start now with my first heading.